Hi, in this tutorial we will create a user page and a login page in PHP and MySQL. Here is the contents of this tutorial. First, a short introduction. We will start with an overview of the existing PHP and MySQL CRUD application that has been created in a previous tutorial. Then next, a short overview of security and password related issues before we start creating the user page and login page for this existing web application. We will then start by creating the database. We will start creating the user page, and next the login page, and then we will check if the user is logged in or not. Finally, we will give an overview of two-factor authentication, etc. And finally, a summary of the different parts of the tutorial. So in this tutorial, we are going to create a user page and a login page. But before we can do that, let's introduce this existing PHP web application that we have created. So basically, this tutorial will demonstrate how you can create basic login functionality in PHP. And we will show the principles on or using an existing book or library application that we have created in a previous tutorial. And the focus here is to learn how to implement basic login functionality. So using to user experience, layout, robustness, code structure, code quality, etc. can of course be significantly improved compared to the simplified examples given in this tutorial. Here you see the existing web application that we have created in an earlier tutorial. It mainly consists of this main page where we retrieve books that are stored in a MySQL database. So this is a PHP web application. So here we retrieve existing books that are stored in the database. You can click on new book and then you can enter information in order to create a new book that are saved into the database. And when you click save here, that information will be stored in the database and presented here in this list. It's also possible to update existing book. When you click on this button, this web page will appear where we get access to the current information regarding the book that we click on. And then it's possible to change either the title, author and topic and click save. And that information will be updated in the database and presented here in the books web page. It's also possible to delete existing books. So here you see an overview of the file structure for the existing book PHP web application. So it consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different PHP files. One config.php file where we have the connection to the database. The books.php gives an overview of the different books, which is shown here. So this is books.php in book_create. That's this page where we create a new book. And then book_create database is actually saving the data to the database. Book_update, is this page. And then book_update_database is the web page that is actually updating the information into the database. And finally we have this book delete, which is this page for deleting an existing book. So this application has so-called CRUD functionality where we create, read, update and delete data in this MySQL database. Here you see a YouTube playlist where we create this PHP and MySQL CRUD application step by step. Let's also shortly demonstrate this application. So here is the application up and running. Here is the list of existing books that are retrieved from the database. I can click on new book here, enter relevant information, click save, and then this new book has been created here in the database and presented here in the list. Then I can click update book and also change that information. Something like this, and then you see the book has been updated like this. We can also delete it. Do you really want to delete this book? Yes. And now that specific book has been deleted. So basically that's the functionality of this basic book application. But the problem with this application, it has no authentication, so it's possible for everybody to create new books, update books, and delete books as long as they know about this URL. So now in this tutorial we are going to create a login page. So only those persons that are logged into the system in this application has access to create new books, update books, and delete books, etc. So in this tutorial we will update this book application with some new features. I will rename the application to a library application, and then we will implement the login functionality. So here is the new application that we are going to create. Assume we have a start page here, just showing some information about the library. This is a library application. Here you can see available books, you can create new books, etc. But before you can do that, you need to log in. So then here's a login button, and then when the user clicks on this button, this new page will appear where the user needs to log in with his email and a password. And when he's logged in, that library page turns into this page instead. So instead of login, it says logout. And also this button will be available, list of books, and then the user can click on this list, and then he will get access to this book web page, etc. So this tutorial will basically update this existing book application with features for creating users and the possibility to log in and to make this application more secure. So we will update this book web application with login functionality. So here's a simple step-by-step procedure for the necessary steps that we need to take. First, typically we need to create a new database table with username and password information. Then we need to create a new user page where we can insert username and password for different users. Here we can use the built-in functionality in PHP. In PHP we have a function called password_hash that we will use, and then the database that is entered in this new user web page will be hashed in the database. We will dig into this function and this hashing functionality later in this tutorial. Then we need to create a login page where the user can enter his username and password in order to get access to this new library application. For that, you can use another built-in function in PHP, namely password_verify. So then this function can be used to check that the password that the user enters in this login page is the same as the password that is stored in the database. So in this tutorial we will use the following tools. Of course we need this PHP programming language. We also need a MySQL database, and we need a web server to host this PHP and MySQL database. You can set up your own web server, or you can use an existing web server, because there exist many existing hosting providers where you can buy access to a web server that has PHP and MySQL setup. We will use Visual Studio Code as the code editor for editing and creating these PHP files, and we will use FTP and a software called WinSCP to upload these PHP files to the web server. We will also use a tool called PHP-MyAdmin. That's typically part of the web server. That's a tool that you can use to configure your database. You can create new tables, you can execute SQL queries, etc.